went by and I didn't get a lot done. Like, how can I get more done? How can I stop from procrastinating? Have you ever had that issue? If you do, you definitely want to tune in today. My name is Cathy McReynolds, and I help you unlock the secrets to business success using the Bible, straight from the pages of the Bible. Imagine God being your CEO. I promise you, everything will go better. So as you tune in today, do me a favor. Go ahead and as I am going to do, let's hit that share button. And I'm trying to share on the page that I probably shouldn't be sharing on, but how are you guys today? Let me know where you're tuning in from and if you're catching this during the live or the replay. And also drop in the comments, what type of business do you have? Like, what are you working on? What do you want to work on? And if you had your choice and you can have any type of business out there, what would it be? And how exciting it is to be able to take a business and do it from a biblical perspective, so that you can grow that without like all this overwhelm and anxiety. I'm telling you guys, I've been in business for 25 years, and growing it with God as your CEO is so much better. Trust me. So I want to help you guys do the same thing. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to share my screen, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through an accountability sheet. And if you want to have the sheet, just go ahead and put in the comments sheet accountability, something like that, and I'll make sure to message it to you, and you can have this as a free resource for yourself today. But let me go ahead and dive in and show you guys some of the stuff that you can do, that you can utilize, so that your day will go much better, your business will go much better, you'll get a lot more done. So this is what we're talking about. This is a daily business accountability tracker. Now, I think that you should always use a tracker. I utilize this for years, and I also am always writing stuff down. It's so important to make sure that you write everything down that you expect to get done that day, and always be okay with it all not getting done. And I'll explain that. So I'm going to just go through the sheet, and then we'll have a conversation and give you 10 tips on things that you can do to help your business grow. So the first part of it, as you can see, is a daily business accountability tracker. So every day you just, and I suggest doing this the night before. So the night before, if you sit down and you write out, what is your goal? What are your goals, not for the day, but for the week? We always say, if you're a weekly goal setter, you're a weekly goal hitter. So if you know that, like, if you want to make 100 grand for the year, you want to divide that by the month. So that's about 8,333. And then you want to take that number and divide it by the week. So if I let me do that while I'm sitting here with you guys. So if I do 8,333 divided by 4, that would be 2,083. So that would be $2,083. So if your goal, if you want to make a six-figure income, your goal is to make $2,000 every single week. You would write that on your affirmation. Now, I'm going to give you a little twist, because we're doing it the biblical way. Instead of saying, God, give me $2,000, you want to change that, and your goal affirmation could be something like, God, send me your children, your people that you want me to serve, so that I can help them in the way that you want them to be helped. And in exchange for that, and you're not bargaining with him, but it's just what his word says. And for the services that I render, if I can earn $2,000 a week, I can help more people. So you see how you're asking for it, but you're also giving in return. And it just helps you to, like, some people are uncomfortable with asking God for money. And you don't like necessarily want to ask for money, but you do. But you want to ask for service. Like, who can I serve today? Who can I help? And in exchange for helping and servicing people, this is what I need. He says, you have not because you ask not. But if you go to him with a servant heart, and being a servant leader and wanting to help and serve, he wants to reward you. Just know that he wants to give you, I mean, like, it's so many scriptures in the Bible that talks about how he wants you to live a blessed and prosperous life. So that's what you want to do. And then your intentions for the day. And this is so key for successful people, to always know what your intentions are for today. What is your intent? Your intent could be to reach out and serve 5 people today. Your intent could be to help someone, to help a family in need. Whatever your intentions are for it that day, when you sit down that morning, decide what your intentions are. Decide whose life you're going to change. Maybe you want to give away a free service to someone. Maybe you want to help someone do something. Write that out. And you notice I'm saying help, serve, give. Help, serve, give. This is what God wants for us. And this is how you build your business. And then you always like, feelings will come over you, whether they're sad feelings, especially in everything that's going on, but you get to determine how you want to feel. Even if somebody, rubs you the wrong way, or your day isn't going the way you want it to go, or things are messing up, set your intentions, decide how you want to feel, and then put that down. I intend to feel, and then decide that. Successful people don't operate in feelings. They decide what type of feelings they're going to have, regardless of the situation that's going on. So that is super, super important. And then your next step is to I have a sense of urgency. I have a sense of urgency. So when you're looking at your sense of urgency, what is that one thing that you must get done today? That urgency, that's urgent, that you don't want to carry into the next day. Whatever that is, maybe you got to reach out to 20 people. Maybe you got to make some phone calls. Maybe you have to put an ad out. Whatever it is that must get done today, that's your sense of urgency. And you want to do that the first thing, because life happens. Things will come in, throughout the day, and it'll happen. But if you get that done first thing in the morning, then it's great. It's like these broadcasts. I'm doing these on Monday. So I want to get this done the first thing in the morning. So throughout the rest of the day, I'm able to do the other things that I've set to do for today. The next thing you want to do is power block. Power block is basically setting up your time that you're going to work on certain tasks. Now, what we have here is what I call the ATM, is add, tag, message. As you're building a business online, even when you're advertising, you should still be adding people to your Facebook group. You should be tagging them in messages once they're inside of your Facebook group and on the outside. And then you should be reaching out to them in Messenger. And I can't go into a lot of details on that right now, but at least a minimum of 5 people a day. 5 people a day that you add, tag, message, add to your Facebook group, tag them in a message inside your Facebook group to give them something to look at and something that you want them to focus on, and then message them inside of Messenger to say, hey, just want to welcome you out. How are you? Your very first message should be a message of, I'm here to serve you. I'm here to help you. What is it that you need? Don't be so quick to start sharing your business. Ask people what they need and how you can help them. So a minimum of 5 a day. 5 a day will keep poverty away. How about that? And the main thing I must complete today, no matter what, that's that urgency. It's so important that you need to put it down there twice so you know exactly what you need to do. And if you start getting the main things done, because see, what happens is people get so overwhelmed because they have all of these things on their to-do list, and yeah, they are all important to get done, but sit down in your business and figure out what's the main thing. If you're in a business, it's usually sales and marketing. Those are the 2 main things that must get done on a day-to-day basis. But of those, which system are you working on? And before I forget, guys, if you want to get more details and help in growing your business, go to BibleBusinessAcademy.com, BibleBusinessAcademy.com. We offer 3 different levels of help for you. We have our Get Going session, and that's for people who are new. They're just getting started, to help them go through a 30-day class. We also have an 8-week academy, and that's once you've gone through that 30-day class, or you maybe already have a business up and running, that will help you get your marketing, your sales, your advertising, and hiring people together on the annual academy. That'll get you hiring people, scaling your business, and getting that to the next level. So go to BibleBusinessAcademy.com. You'll get all the details there and get signed up for one of those. If you got questions on that, just make sure you message me or put it in the comments. The next one is when you're looking at your top three priorities. You ever have a to-do list and it has like 10, 15, 20 things on it and you feel like you never get done? Most people do. So what I want you to get in the habit of is picking three. Like you could take your notepad and write down all 10, but on this paper, put your top three that must get done. And some of the things that you want to focus on is self-development, people that you must follow up with, and new people that you must meet. Being in business is always about building relationships, getting to know new people, sharing your information with new people, and finding out from new people what they're looking for. So when you start to build your network is directly related to your net worth. So make sure you work on building up your net worth, and make sure also on your on your priorities, put self-development. You always need to work on yourself every single day. Like my morning routine, as soon as I wake up, I'll listen to a sermon or something biblically related. I'll also read my affirmations. I do my posts, my morning posts, because when I do that, I literally will read the scripture first thing in the morning. So that works on me. Before you can work on anyone else, you got to work on you. You got to look in the mirror and read your word, listen to the word, and study it. You know, that's the first thing I do in the morning and the last thing I do before I go to bed at night. So what is your self-development routine? So you want to make sure you put that down there as well. And then you also want to time block. Time block is super, super important. That means that you decide, especially if you're a full-time entrepreneur, and even more important, if you're a part-time entrepreneur, that means that you go to work for someone during the day and then in the evening you're working on your business. So if that's the case, you need to schedule it. That's the biggest thing that I tell everyone: schedule your business, schedule your time. I have a set schedule that I work 6 days a week. In the hours that I work, I know exactly what hours I'm working. Now, I want you to take that to the next level. The next thing that I want you to do is time block that. And so what that means is that you're going to take, like I have here, 6 to 9, 9 to 12, 12 to 3, 3 to 6, 6 to 9, and 9 and 12 a.m. So during that time period, just write down what you need to do within that time period. And then once you break it down, so maybe in the morning, 6 to 9, that's your self development. 9 to noon, maybe that would be the time that you're going to reach out to 20, you're going to contact, you're going to prospect or sell during that time period. So in that time period, let's say from 9 to noon. So maybe from 9, this is what I do. I take my phone and I'll set the timer, and I'll say set timer for 50 minutes. And what I'll do is the 5 minutes before I start, I'll write down what I need to get accomplished during that next 50 minutes. 50 minutes go by, I do what I say I'm going to do, or as much as I can do. And then that last 5 minutes of that hour, I'll look at what I said I was going to do. Did I do it? What do I need to correct? What do I need to say different or do different? And so instead of waiting a week, a year, or a quarter to course correct, it kind of like being up in the airplane, you're course correcting as you go. So when you time block, set a timer, and course correct all in the same time, you're going to get so much more done. So make sure that you do that. Now, here's another big piece. What do I need to release? This is in the evening. Never go to bed with the worries on you. If you believe in God and what he says, cast your cares upon me. He will take care of all your burdens and all your worries. So if you have some, I'm not going to say you're not going to have any, but as soon as you have them, realize you have them and release them, let them go, write them out. And you can, it's just your prayer request. You can write it on there, God, here's what's on my heart today. Here's what's heavy on me. I want to release this and give this over to you. Whether it's your business, your kids, your family, your finances, your faith, whatever it is, release it and give it over to him and let him take care of that. That's why Jesus died for us, right? So we don't have to do that. And I'm not saying it's easy to do that, but when you get in the habit of not worrying about those things and casting your cares on him, like you just live in peace. Your life, no matter what's happening, you stay in peace. And when you can get in a peaceful state and stay there, you're going to have a much more productive life. He can use you so much more to help other people because you know where your source comes from. And then you will also want to write out your goals at night. Your written goals, you wrote them in the morning and you write them at night. Repetition is the mother of success. That's one of the key things that when people look at growing their business, building a business, they can write out goals, they can say what they want to do, but they don't have these little steps that matter in between to actually help them to make those dreams come true, to stay in business. I've been in business over 3 decades now. To stay in business and make a full-time living for yourself, has it always been easy? No. Do you have challenges? Yes. Have I had plenty of losses along the way? Yes. But all of those losses become lessons if you stick around and stay excited and believe in God long enough to make those things come true. And so when you get this tracker, guys, everything that I just talked about with you guys, you can see it's all written right here. So you can go through this, you can look at it, you can read it, and it'll tell you everything that you need to know. You can also put some notes down here for yourself and just make this a daily habit for yourself of being able to get more done, be more productive, and make more things happen for yourself. So I hope that brought you value today, guys. I appreciate you. Go to Cathy. I'm sorry. You can go to CathyMcReynolds.com. We're there as well. But go to BibleBusinessAcademy.com. BibleBusinessAcademy.com. Check out our three classes that we have. You can also join our free Facebook group. If you look up at my profile, you can just click on the link right there in the bio and also get a free download as well. So let me know how I can help you, how I can serve you better. What is it that you need to grow your business and to get it to where you want to be?